Can I? Don't mind me. There you go. That time I had plenty of stuff to do. Ooh, there's bats in there. So here's the thing about enemies like that. It doesn't matter. They're all the same. Wasn't this a camp? Yeah, we did raid this area. So a Keys item is about as good as a Bokoblin item, which is as good as a Moblin item, which is as good as... they're all the fucking same. Unless it's specified that it's different in some way, it's all the same. Now, with that being in mind, it also kind of greatly neuters the enemies in this game because you're missing lots and lots and lots of frequent enemies. So that kind of sucks. But like at the same time, I understand why, because everything in this game is the fucking same. So it kind of like didn't really need to add anything extra. Also, these guys show up at night. Just like Ocarina of Time, little stall children show up and are there to harass you. The difference with these ones is you gotta knock their heads off, you can take their arms, and if you want to beat them to death with their own body. Oh, I thought I was a little bit more powerful than that. Problem with Bokoblin arms is they'll break like super quickly. But we'll take this one for the moment. Yeah, knock off all their heads, they'll leave you alone. You gotta actually break their head for them to die. This is a super bad danger enemy that you don't want to fight right now. We're not strong enough. You could, but oh shit on my face. It is not worth it. See ya, friend. Hi, friend. Let me beat you to death with yourself. I can handle more shields. I can always handle more shields. Maybe not more arms, but shields, sure. See, like, there's a sword. A sword. A sword. We got another arm. What is that? Something. A club? I'll take a club over an arm. It won't break as easy. That's a joke. Arm, break. Anyway. Here's our next point of interest, our next shrine. Now, see, I don't mind doing it for this section because this is a really small portion of the map compared to compared to everything else. Like, this is mincemeat. What's a Zelda game without bombs, of course. Now, these bombs are hugely problematic and very hazardous to yourself as well, so you do got to be careful when using them. But they're also my favorite, and I love them, so I'm going to be playing with them a lot. I might end up killing myself a lot by accident as a result. I kind of wish it just said, what do you think a bomb does? But there's two types of bombs. Rolly bombs and not rolly bombs. You can also have them both out at the same time and use that to your advantage. Good for combat, good for strategy, stuff like that. Just gotta be careful because it's a huge blast and it can knock you backwards. And a secret. What do you got? I can handle that. No, it's not about to be. Let me go ahead and get rid of... We'll get rid of the spear then, I guess. Spears are good for range, but not so much as power. Considering how weak that one is, it really doesn't matter. There's also two-handed weapons like this and like the woodcutter's axe that are stronger, but they're slower. So it's up to you what you choose to do. There are ways to use it and make it useful, but it's gonna take a little bit of practice. The best strategy is to run while using it, because you'll get a quick, easy hit in. I don't know why I felt the need to do that, but I did.
Yep.
That lucked out as well. Is there a thing there? There is a thing there. That is a tutorial teaching you how to do things. That is an easy thing for us to go get. We don't gotta do anything, just exist. Come on. Up. Yeah. More amber. I don't know, so like I'm kind of curious because like when I first did stuff, like I got a lot of I can't say it because it'll spoil things, sort of. Basically I got to try and think of ways to do things differently because I know what I'm doing now, so I can't make rookie mistakes. Put it down in the hole. Put it in the hole. There you go. There you go. Ladders are also super nice and don't use up your stamina. Doesn't make any sense, but I don't really care. It doesn't have to. That's a good example of realism in video games being nice to me. By the way, every single time you end up clearing a shrine, you end up getting a spirit orb in basically the same text box, so we're not going to listen to it every single time. Trust me, it's the same. The game will tell you what spirit orbs do in like, let's say 20 minutes, so I'm not going to bother wasting your time on it. I'll regret doing that, but I wanted to. Alright, so now that that's done, usually what it'll do is it'll go ahead and remove the pin for you if you've been there. We want to go to yellow then, I guess. I guess I could go to red. It's just red is scary dangerous. So I wanted to save it for last, but at the same time there's not really a point to saving it for last. I know there's so many of you guys. Just trust me when I say having a surplus of stuff like this is not at all a problem. And that's just my play style, is beat up guys, have a bunch of stuff. Another example, which we technically haven't done yet. Cut grass. Sometimes wildlife will show up underneath the grass. Problem is you can't run and cut at the same time. What a problematic feature, you know? I'm so glad they removed that. I'm waiting for something to show up, but it doesn't look like anything wants to show up. Oh well, we'll just switch it back. I don't know if using it on grass actually runs down the durability. I don't think it does, but be nice to me. There is an easy way to kill those guys, but I don't feel like dealing with it right now. Also, bombs make for pretty good lumberjacks. So if you're ever concerned because you don't have an axe, you don't have to be. I don't even remember what it was, but for some reason I needed to grind wood here once, and I ended up tearing down this entire forest. Which, that is a thing. Any sort of stuff that requires grinding that I mention, I will show you guys. Because it's only fair. I'm not going to show me grinding, but I'll be like, yes, here's where to do it, here's how to do it. Thankfully, they're not that bright. But apparently, I'm not that good of a shot. If you can hit him in the head, like that, it does double damage. Go ahead and take stuff. Isn't my, yeah, badly damaged? Get out of here. It also ends up doing more if you end up throwing it throwing it at them. But generally, anytime you throw an item, it more than likely is going to break. Let me go ahead and start doing stuff like that, getting goodies out of boxes. Now, I don't want to do it, but I know for a fact I am going to need honey at some point. And a lot of it. Link also has special spin attacks. So, I don't like the idea. Like, you're going to need a lot of honey later in the game, so just take any honey you can find. But here's some of Link's special spin attack improvisations. If I let go, he'll slam it on the floor, but I don't want him to do that. We don't have a spear, so yeah, just that right now. We'll go ahead and switch back to we'll switch back to the club. We're headed to Red Dot, I'm pretty sure. Which looks like it's up there. Wait. No, that's Yellow Dot. Okay, well, whatever. Red Dot it is. We're closer to that thing anyway. Excuse me, don't do that. Here's an example. A stamina shroom. That'll increase your stamina when you cook it. Only when you cook it. Raw, it's not going to work. So there's an example of something that you absolutely need to cook. And there's going to be a lot of things like that too, where it's going to be like a stamina variant of X item and stuff like that. There's also things like sneaky versions of items as well to help you with stealth. So you're going to come across a lot of things that do the same things. I want these apples. Excuse me, get the axe. Excuse me. I just want the apples. Anyone else got apples for me? Hiya! Here, let me help you. You're not doing a very good job, are you? I can take it out in 2 swings. That's your excuse. How's it going? Fancy that, so we meet again. I was just about to cut down a few trees over here. We'll talk later. Cut down your tree. Here, I remember this. Let's see if we can get it to work the way we want it to. A bridge! And this is like the only time a bridge is ever needed. I don't particularly like Korok leaves. They have their uses, but just not for me. You can get off the tree, Link. It's alright. You don't have to push that, Link. It's alright. What was over here, anyway? A bunch of apples. Acorns, actually. I think I needed acorns. Oh, he's dead. Now you're not so bold, are you? Come on. Spin attack. There you go. Which, yeah, spin attack works about as good as it did in other games where, you know, it was good. Anyway, here's the spear version of the spin attack. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Go ahead and get rid of that, and then we can just pick up this club, and it all works out happily ever after. It's like I freshened up on my club, I guess. Oh, so that is cold area. Well, yeah. Well, you know what? There's a secret here, so go to hell. I did end up wasting my time. Also, I just realized I think there was something in the Abbey that I didn't really need, but I remember there being a treasure. I found it the first time. It came with the DLC. It really does nothing. A lot of the DLC stuff actually isn't all that good. Kinda sucks, but yeah. So what we want to do now is we want to try and firstly get off of this side and then go over there so we can make it, because we can't climb. I mean, we can try, but we don't exactly have the stuff to climb up there quite yet. And there's another point of interest. That's a long way down. You can go down there, but only once. you won't survive. Oh yeah? Hold on a second. Yeah. You can go ahead and light stuff on fire. But so can they. There you go. That wasn't so bad. Thankfully, they were all pacifists. Huh? Oh shit. Ow. Ow. He didn't seem to understand that I killed all of his friends already. I like that you can see the log I knocked down in the background. It's just a happy camera angle, really. Keep getting those mixed up. Take that stuff. Now, if you see how easy that one was to do that kind of charge attack. There's another arrow. That's a Boko Club. Oh, here's what I mean, stacking stakes. Right there. So you see how it goes 2? That's much more friendly for the inventory space. You're going to want to take advantage of that. I take advantage of that. That's what, like, I'm trying to think, because there's, like, so many things I want to go do once we get down from here. Like, things that I think would be beneficial for us to go check out, you know? Like, where we should go first, and, like, just so much good, fun stuff to do. We'll go ahead and take this with us. That's not what I wanted. It just makes it a little bit easier for me to see shit. That's all. It'll be even easier later when we get a different ability, as I've said before. Now, there is... Like, you've noticed I haven't found, like, shit as far as Korok's. I'm not really trying. There is one I know about, but I don't know where he's hiding. I mean, I know where it's hiding, but I don't know where that spot is on this plethora of a map. This is a game without a playtest because it's too fucking long to playtest, and even then, 1,000,001 different ways to do it. And now we're at the Temple of Time somehow. I don't know if that's good or bad. Like, we're behind it, so we're not far off from where we started the game, basically. Like, it seems vast, but this area is actually quite small. And it'll really catch up to you later when you end up getting to the other portions of the game. It'll dawn on you just how small this area actually is in comparison to everything else. I think the best part is that it has absolutely no loading times. I mean, it sort of does. Spicy peppers are also food that are better cooked. What is that? A boat? Looks like a boat. That's where Korok leaves are really useful, is when they can be used to push boats. Hello, friends. I got a better spear. Mine's pointy. It's not just a stick. Anyway, I need their guy's stuff. That's not also what I needed. There's a house around here that I want to find, but I don't know where the hell it is. Had a sneeze. The game basically teaches you right here. Cook these fucking peppers, asshole. We got plenty of them, which is, you know, it's not so bad to get to the, what do you call it? The cold area, because they give you the solution to the cold right here. Oh yeah, you can use a pot lid as a shield if you so care. I don't. But you can. Oh, that's a strange place to keep a steak. But I'm okay with it, I guess. Link will have to be alright with it. He doesn't really have a choice in the matter. Alright, I think that's everything around here. Now let me go ahead and use... I did hold on to like a torch for like the longest time, Till I eventually realized you just don't need to. But for early parts of the game, it's not a bad idea. I'll go ahead and switch back to that. So let me go ahead. So start by maybe cooking like 1 or 2 at a time, and that's about it. Because if we do 5, it'll heal about 5 hearts, and we don't have that. The good news is like the timer. So that's cool. Wow, joke. But we don't need too much. So we're gonna make like maybe 3, and I think that should be just enough to get us through this area without a single problem. But it's an example of how certain things are. So that right there is like 10 minutes. If we can't handle it in 10 minutes, we're fucking screwed already. Let's do this. Acorns are add-ons. Basically just make other stuff better. Usually it's things like better hearts. But for something like that, it can also boost the efficiency of healing your stamina. So for instance, let's just use this one by itself. So you can see the difference in how much it heals. If you mix things like stamina and spicy, you're gonna basically screw yourself on that one. So don't do that. Mix with apples. You'll end up getting one of the effects. I don't know which will take priority, but you won't get both. So, yeah, the acorn was the best one. Alright, Link, let's go into the cold. And up there, you can see where our cold is about to kick in. It will casually deplete you and lower your health. You'll get like a little wave like that. Link will start to shiver, and yeah. Thank you. Now, you can't stack effects as well, so if I were to do something like, let's say, speed up, it would it would cancel, and I wouldn't end up being able to have both speed up and cold resistance. So just a thing to note, you can't do stuff like that. I can handle that. Now, I want to say there's a dude around here, but I'm not about to waste all my time on it. I really don't care about the Koroks. If I come across them by just observation or stumbling, sure. But in other words, no, it doesn't really fucking matter to me. Well, it's giving me the ability to cross. Okay, maybe not. Help! That was very unlucky. I didn't ask to go in that water at all. Alright, they put us all the way back here, and apparently gave us Korok leave right here, in actuality, by the boat. So we'll go ahead and just do it this way, since death was cold. But how am I supposed to get there anyway? I can't. Ugh. Alright. A little bit of fast forwarding there is like a wow. Wow! As a sorry, I wasted so much time. He's very happy and proud of himself. Wrong place, wrong time. Come on, do something, attack the people. They're not actually people, but who cares? They're in my way. Alright. We can do this, Link. We can knock him out real quick. And then I want to go ahead and show off a secret since our thing wore off. Take his thing. Knock him out. Alright, so real quick, secret for you. If you have fire... No, I guess that's not enough. But generally, if you have fire or are near fire, that will help warm you up. This one. So sometimes you can get away by carrying around a fire item, and it will help keep you warm. But unfortunately, I guess this isn't an area. This is too cold of an area to warm Link. Here, like, look real quick. Okay, well, I guess we're all the way hot. But yeah, you can do stuff like that, and that is a trick I end up utilizing later. I will utilize later, I should say.